When you stay in place, it's important to make sure you move about to keep yourself healthy. I had the opportunity to speak with a local fitness expert, Dr. Dagon Kwan of KWON'S Wellness and Karate, on how his business is faring during this pandemic. He has put together a program which allows his clientele to work on skills on a daily basis. Dr. Kwan, thank you so much for being my guest today. I really appreciate it. How has your business been impacted by this pandemic?
Hello, how are you, Elizabeth? This is Dagan. I'm an owner and instructor here at KWON'S. This pandemic was hit very hard in our school as well as many local small operations. We have about 300 members actively training before March, and currently most of are training online, and we lost about a good 40% of our membership are on hold. And there are many families that are still supporting our school, but we are improvising and learning and trying to be creative as much as I can until we could reopen our school.
So one of the things that I marveled at about your school, you've always been a forward thinker and thinking outside of the box. One of the first things that you had done and have been doing for a long time is videoing the class, or at least the participation of the various levels in your classes. And when the stay-at-home announcement came in, you didn't have to change too much because you were already in that video mode. So can you explain to the viewership what you do for your classes?
The first, we didn't want to change reality versus the digital class. So what I mean by it was we teach a lot of children, and I believe that children needs to maintain that structured life and have some order in their daily routine. So we actually kept our schedule very similar to their daily activity. So Monday through Saturday, we kept most of class, similar days, a similar time. And we kept the structure of class very similar to in-class versus online class. And one thing that we do really well in our school was give a positive feedback and very objective feedback. So there's a 3 instructor log into digital class all simultaneously. One hosts the class and teaches the class. 2 other instructor look at the student and give the feedback as objectively as possible. And we record that class and we post it on private video to our own private page. So students that missed the class, they could go back and watch that class again. And also, So that's been very lucky, and we've been very fortunate. One of our staff is he worked at our programming company before, so he was very good at helping us to transition this before. So.
That's fantastic. And going forward, okay, I understand that we will be rolled out back into business in stages, but one of the things that is really, I think, on the forefront is exercise and gyms. And how would you roll out actually having classes? I mean, you have a huge space, but the social distancing and the face coverings are definitely something that would be important to understand.
Okay, we're doing a few stages. First, we sent out an email this month and last month about survey. So we are looking at we used to have unlimited classes. They could come any days, as many times as they wanted. But now we're restricting that into the register. They have their permanent days, and they could make up their days and other days. So we measure the space, and we calculate the number of students that we could put into the class. So we used to fit about 35 to 40 students. We are downsizing to about 20 or less per class. And they have their assigned date and days they could come into. and we used to have a class back to back, but there is transitioning that we worry, so we are putting a little time between the classes. So we're doing a lot of modification, and we order about 200 masks so far. So we're gonna try to deliver or have the student come and pick up their mask and practice at home at least 1 week, putting a mask and doing jumping jack and burpees, so they don't have a habit of touching their face. So
Right.
it will be very interesting to see all the students covered up, maintaining a distance and wearing a mask and practicing cleaning in and out, like cleaning their hands before they enter the school. And immediately
Right.
after they finish their class, they clean their hands, leave. Those are simple things that we want to make sure that all the students follow and have a habit of. So we trying to build a stronger habit. So when they go back to school system, and I want them all to use this opportunity to prevent maybe we could prevent a lot more flu upcoming year.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I know that you've always used Purell and had it available entering and exiting the dojo. Would you say that your class schedule will change and increase or decrease?
Since the New York State schools officially closed for 2019-2020 school year, they'll do all classes online. So we will have a meeting this week to try to accommodate our students. So we probably will have a morning classes and afternoon classes until the summer. So I guess our answer is more classes, but that depends on the survey. We keep our communication channel open, text, email, and a phone call, and a Facebook. So it depends on what parents need. We try to achieve, but usually during the summer, Manhasset community and Great Neck and Port, they usually go away. So we usually have very small classes during the summer.
Right.
People are not traveling as much as they have done before. That will open up more classes. And this is a part that I don't think none of us have answer to. So we are constantly engaging our parents by email and a text to find out the more information. Every week is a different. Every week we are trying to solve a little bit of problem.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's quite a challenging environment, especially for a business that has been in place since 1984. You've always been there for the Manhasset and the Peninsula communities that come to you. I know people come in from far and wide because of the reputation that you've established, and now more than ever, because I just am amazed at how you set this whole thing up. I mean, I see every day that you send out an email, the communication lines are open, and I can only wish you the best for the future.
Thank you very much. By the way, we had a student join from Viera, Florida. We had a student join from North Carolina. We had a student join from New York City. It's not a lot, but if you change perspective, I think there's always opportunity. And we try to think this time as, get stronger, overcome it. And whatever we preach to our student, we try to practice our end as well. It's very tough, but at the end of the day, we get to spend some time with the family, stay home, and make the most out of it, and try to work together while we can.
Okay, so I would ask then, if someone wanted to join KWON'S, what do they do?
They could simply text us 516-627-1122, or they could just email us and call us, any means of communication. We are open to all.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day.
Okay, thank you so much for inviting us and sharing our experience. Hope everybody stays healthy, and hope we get to see each other soon.